For years, I thought I knew exactly what my dream girl looked like. But when I finally got her, I learned the hardest truth. It's that looks and chemistry aren't enough to build love that lasts. After 7 years of being single, disconnected, and caught up in business and money, I finally learned that if I wanted a real relationship, I'd have to prioritize it. Damn. I went all in once before, I failed, and my worst fear came true: heartbreak. But the lesson was gold. I realized I could trust myself to handle failure and that I had the capacity to go all in again when that time came. That time came after I moved to Bali during COVID. It was New Year's Day at a house party when I saw her playing table tennis. Blonde girls, bouncing, curvy, cute, magnetic. She was everything I'd pictured for years. Honestly, my dream girl had always been like Shakira, and there she was, the closest thing I'd ever seen to her in real life. I didn't have the courage that night. I was hungover, not really feeling on my game, so I went home with someone else. But a week later, at CrossFit in Bali, there she was again. And we finished the workout, we packed up, and I casually asked, "Hey, you want to come to breakfast with us?" And she said, yes, in her cute Colombian accent. She, funny enough, came from the same town as Shakira. Her sister even went to the school with Shakira. Crazy. As I say, blonde, curvy, playful, and to my shock, actually was interested in me. This was it. She was a one-for-one my dream girl. And at first, it was incredible. She made me feel like a king. The highs were amazing. I couldn't believe I'd landed her. In Bali, surrounded by men, richer, fitter, better looking than me, she chose me. But here's what I learned the hard way. Passion cuts both ways. Latinas are known for passion, right? And she had so much of it. It wasn't just the highs, it was also the atomic lows. Her emotional world was like a ticking bomb, and when it went off, it flattered everything in our relationship. And it was at a time when I was really practicing ultimate personal responsibility. The idea that even if you're not to blame, you're always responsible for how it is that you respond. So I leaned in, acceptance, curiosity, understanding. I told myself that this is what showing up like it matters looks like, then this is me proving I can hold it. But the cycle repeated. Repeated 3 times actually. And each time it was harder to recover from. And after the third emotional explosion, I couldn't do it anymore. My coach said something that landed deep. He said, in relationships, the more emotionally, say, connected, developed partner can either stretch the other person up to meet them if they have the capacity, or they just come down, and this is where the relationship will settle or stay. And that was the truth of it. She wasn't ready, and I realized something I never expected, is that my dream girl on paper wasn't my dream partner in reality. Because as it turns out, what I needed wasn't just lust, chemistry, and fireworks. I needed someone who could help me create a safe space, a grounded space, someone I could grow with, someone who could hold me as much as I held her. And that relationship was everything I thought I wanted, and the exact thing I needed to outgrow. It taught me that my dream girl isn't about looks, accent, or even sexual tension. It's about emotional maturity. It's about depth. It's about the ability to build a future, not just on the highs. Most men chase what looks intoxicating, right, in the moment, but then end up getting burning the very thing that they thought that they craved. It taught me that my dream girl isn't about looks, accent, or sexual tension. It's about emotional maturity, about depth, the ability to build a future, not just live on the highs. And see, most men crave looks and feels intoxicating in the moment, but end up being burned by the very thing they thought they craved. So real love isn't built on lust and chaos. It's built on safety, congruence, and the courage to grow together. So this is just one chapter in my lessons of becoming the man I needed to be to have the relationship that so many people admire now. I'll leave you a link to the full story here. I'd love for you to check it out. Maybe you'll learn a few more things from my rocky road to relationships.